And I just thought it might be interesting for some people to see that California is not entirely a liberal hellhole that should break off of the United States and float off into the ocean, as some people like to say. Welcome or welcome back to the show. I'm Anna and you're watching Anna Speaks Out. Thanks for being here. So I live in a beach city in Southern California. You can smell the salty sea air. There's a seagull flying. And as I think we all know, there are some very strong preconceived notions and stereotypes about Southern California that almost everyone in the rest of the country seems to have. And this is certainly not baseless. I actually made this video about 3 years ago of my own personal observations around Southern California.
Militant vegans and homeless camps and riots, oh my!
I made it to Los Angeles. Headed to my hotel from the Greyhound station. Let's see here, what does this say? Animals' lives are their right. Killing them is violent and unjust, no matter how it's done. Fishing kills 30,000 sharks per hour. People are liars and don't know what they're talking about. Humane meat definitely exists and God told us we could eat it. And yes, I did catch this blue-haired stereotype at one of my local Targets pretty recently. And this one at my local Social Security office about a month or so ago. And these were the fingers of what definitely appeared to be a female-to-male transgender security guard who worked there. And there was somebody getting some type of sex change documentation in the little cubby booth, whatever, right next to me when I was at the Social Security office getting my son's Social Security card. But hear me out. This was me in my Southern California city in 2020 when I was a big Trump supporter. All right, well, let's get going to go vote. There are some fellow Trump voters. Some other Trump signs right there in front of this house. Woo-hoo! Biden Harris people over there. So far we have 2-1. 2 for Trump. Had to stop in my tracks to get this house. Californians for Trump specifically. That makes me all warm and fuzzy. And now, here are some pro-Trump signs that I actually saw just yesterday, which was Halloween of this year, 2024, also in Southern California. Trump safety, Kamala crime. And just a couple thoughts on that one. I mean, I was around in 2020 and following politics and all of that very closely. When Trump was in office and we were having all sorts of rampant crime and violence here on the West Coast with, Antifa and BLM protests and all kinds of looting and riots and everything. I know that it was in other states as well, of course. And I know that Trump was, all about leaving things to the states to decide, which I support as well. The smaller the government, the better in my book. But it just makes me wonder how much safer, how much less crime is there really going to be overall in the country just because Trump is president? Like, how could he really affect that? Let me know what I might be missing in the comments. But also, I would definitely be scared to have Kamala Harris as president, partly based on everything she's bragged about having done as a district attorney in her past. She seemed to have been very drunk on power and seem to be happy about getting people in trouble for things that they really shouldn't have gotten in any trouble for. So yeah, I would hate to see her as president. Trump low taxes, Kamala high taxes. There does seem to be some truth to this. I have pretty much become disillusioned about politics in general and voting. I don't vote anymore. because I've just come to learn more deeply about how all of them on both sides, the Democrat and the Republican Party, they're all part of the same secret societies. They all show up at the same World Economic Forum meetings and all of that. However, the economy was much better when Trump was in office, and I'm pretty sure taxes were better as well. And I believe that taxes shouldn't even be a thing at all. So the lower that they could be, the better. So if someone were to hold a GUN to my head, not sure if we're allowed to say that or not, and told me I had to vote for somebody, I would vote for Trump. But yeah, this is just how I feel about things these days. And I just thought it might be interesting for some people to see that California is not entirely a liberal hellhole that should break off of the United States and float off into the ocean, as some people like to say. So let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. God bless. Thank you again so much for being here today. Please click the thumbs up since you liked it enough to make it all the way to the end. Make sure you're subscribed and share around. And if you have not yet, go ahead and follow me on Instagram at My Thoughts and Songs, and on Facebook, where my username is Anna Charity. Thank you so much, and I'll see you around. God bless.